Good.
Can I take it back to your college days? Can you talk about how
Please. I think Clemson shaped me to the player, the person I am today. Obviously, I grew up in Clemson, South Carolina. If a lot of people didn't know that, small town, and I think Dabo Swinney did a good job of instilling faith and just allowing players to be themselves. I think at Clemson you can be yourself. They wanted your personality to show, and I think Clemson just taught me a lot of lessons on how to be a man and how to do things not just on the field but off the field. Oh man, my mom means a lot to me, and it's not just my mom, but it's everybody else around her as well. It's my godmother, who was there for my mom when my mom was going through tough times. It's my grandmother, it's my sister. So my whole family has been a big supporting cast, not just for my mom, but for myself throughout this journey. Thank you.
Catch of your career so far?
Man, my favorite catch of my career, my first touchdown in Kansas City. That's my favorite catch. The Hail Mary was dope, but I'm not playing for a Super Bowl in Arizona. I'm playing for something meaningful here. And so I think my favorite catch is my first touchdown here.
You played with so many quarterbacks throughout your career. What's it been like for you to play with Patrick Mahomes this season on the Super Bowl run? And what would it mean for you to have an iconic Super Bowl moment to end your career? Not end your career, but down
yeah, I think I played with, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the most quarterbacks. 20-something quarterbacks, which is a lot of quarterbacks. But I've always been patient. I never complained. I never made excuses about my quarterbacks or about anything. I've always went out and played. So to be able to play with someone like Patrick, who's established and who's one of the best to play that position, it means a lot. To me, honestly, as a receiver, and I think a lot of other receivers in the room can speak to that, especially someone like Juju, who was in New England. We appreciate a guy like Patrick, who knows our game and helps us, be the players that we want to be. I saw Cooper Kupp say that, and I think, Cooper Kupp is a professional. He's a student of the game, and I think Cooper Kupp is still one of the top receivers to play this game. He's smart. He knows how to get open. And my advice to Cooper, as you asked, what will be my advice to Cooper Kupp? Just enjoy the process of going through the trading process. And I think from how he tweeted and how he made it seem that they're going to work with him on finding him a home, and I think that's a blessing. A lot of players don't get that opportunity to choose where they want to go, like myself when I went from Houston to Arizona. So I think that's a blessing that he's able to kind of work with the organization on finding his home.
Hey, John, let me ask you guys, how much money do you think you would have made in this NIL era?
What you say?
How much money do you think you would have made in this current NIL?
How much money I would have made? I probably wouldn't have made a lot of money because I was a four-star defensive back, kind of an athlete. I don't think I would have made a lot of money, honestly.
What do you think this guy, if he wasn't a football coach, what would his job be?
Oh man, he looks like a true football coach, true and true. I don't know if he could be anything else. Nah.
Hey, DeAndre, favorite Kansas City barbecue spot?
Favorite Kansas City barbecue spot? I gotta go with Gates, and I say that because I've only eaten at two spots, Q39 and Gates, and I like the chopped burnt ends, which I think kind of set Gates apart. I have a barbecue restaurant in South Carolina called Smitty's, and we just added the chopped burnt ends on our menu because of Gates. So shout out to Gates.
How did this most recent trade impact you and your outlook?
Outlook on what?
The season, your life, anything?
Man, this trade, I think has impacted my outlook on life in a lot of ways. Just never give up, always have faith, and man, hope. Just never give up. It's real. Just always having faith and believing in yourself. I went from a team that drafted in the top 5 to a team that's playing the Super Bowl, but just always have faith.
DeAndre, what sets Patrick Mahomes apart from all the quarterbacks you played with?
What sets Patrick Mahomes apart from other quarterbacks is, a lot. He's a Super Bowl champion. I never played with a Super Bowl champion. I came here, this is possibly going on his fourth Super Bowl. And so, I've always had young quarterbacks or kind of, I would say, journeymen. And so, just having a quarterback that's established and that's won a Super Bowl, that's what sets him apart.
I know you've taken Xavier Worthy up on your rookie. What have you seen from him and how has he grown in his rookie season?
Man, I've got here, I would say, midway through his rookie season. I didn't get to see him in training camp and stuff like that. But from when I got here to where he is now, I could see his confidence growing game by game. And, they do a good job of allowing that and encouraging him to go make mistakes and still, getting him plays that he needs to get over it. If he drop a ball or if he doesn't make the right read on something, this organization and this play calling staff still believes in him. And so I think they've done a great job of helping build his confidence in a lot of ways.
Was there ever a moment where you felt like in your career before you got traded that maybe you weren't going to be able to make it to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it was. I was obviously on a team that wasn't playing for, a division title or, a conference title. So, going to my 12th year, there was thoughts where I was like, man, am I ever going to have a chance to play meaningful football? And, I pray every day. My mom does as well. And so, faith is real. Just, always believe in yourself. I knew I could go out and make big plays on the biggest stages, with the best of the best and against the best, because I was doing it, even up last year, where I had how many touchdowns on a run-first offense in Tennessee, and the number one defender is guarding me. So I knew even, being 11 years in NFL last year, that I still demanded, some kind of treatment from defensive coaches. And, this year didn't start off how I wanted to in Tennessee with a new coaching staff. But I still knew I had a lot of ball to play, and the Chiefs organization believed in me, and I'm thankful.